Love some Weyerbacher. The Merry Monks is my favorite. So I haven't had the Merry Monks. Know about the Merry Monks. Just need to pick them up. But the Funky Monks were okay. Didn't knock me back as much, but then again, I like a lot of Belgian ales, so it was a matter of, I guess, me being used to that as well. Hey, what's happening, Hans? Down in Miami, Miami in the house. He's got the double two-hearted ale, very nice, very dank and astringent. That one's got a little bit of a maltiness because they kick it up for the ABV, but I do like the double-hearted ale. Be there at 9. Yes, Keaton. Yes, join us over there. If you guys don't know how to click on some of the other channels, click on the three buttons to the right, and you can click on next to Eclectic Beer. It'll take you to the channel there, and then you can actually go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification so you're ready when we go live here at 9. And we'll be talking, like I said, some college football. But talking about this one here, cool artwork on the bottle, nice barley wine ale, and one of the cool things or good things about it, it does have a date, which we do love.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah!
have a date on your stuff, and this one does have it. And how far does this date go? It actually goes out until March 26th of 2023, and this one was actually brewed or put out March 26th of 18. So a nice 5-year date. So plenty of time. This one has an ABV coming in of, I think it's just over 11.1. So a little bit of a less of a session ale, so to speak. 11.1 ABV. Let's get this baby in a glass. Some pretty good can of smoke came off the bottle. I don't know if you're picking that up on the camera there. But always enjoy a nice barley wine. If you're not used to barley wines, they do have a little bit more of a potency. Most of the time, you get a little bit of a dark fruit type feel out of them as well. A little bit of licorice on the back end is more common. And just want to check my other thing, make sure I'm good here as I'm streaming, because this whole new way that YouTube does stuff is kind of crazy. And it's actually up in the YouTube studio, running a delay, but just wanted to make sure it was running right. Last night, I actually forgot to click off the YouTube, and it ran out an hour and a half from a half-hour show. But then when they edited it, it actually cut out the dead space. So I was glad about that. Let me see here. Oh man, you see, you're nowhere in Tennessee, and it's a Coors Light go-to drink. Oh, sorry about that. Can't win them all. Seems a barley wine will hold better. Yeah, barley wines are easy to actually be able to cellar. They will hold a good period of time with a strong alcohol. And cheers to Blake TV, who will also be on the college show when we do that here at 9 o'clock. But with this beer here, we didn't hold the head for long. The head dissipated rather quickly. Came out to be pretty much a tan head. The color of it is actually more of a, to me, with the light behind, it's kind of a darkish reddish tone that's taken over it. When you take it out of it, it's kind of got like a ruby type color to it, but pretty decent looking. I've had some ones that were darker. I had one from Canada that was lighter, which kind of blew my mind there, but not too bad of a looking beer. Can't see too much in it. I don't see any particles, so it may have been done before it went to the bottle, or it may have settled already. Aroma wise, you get a delivery of the sweetness from the malts. You definitely pick up a little bit of that booziness. You get a little bit of a plums. You get a little bit of a licorice in there. It's definitely got that dark feel to it from the dark fruits. But it comes out rather easily, very aromatic. It has a little bit of a caramel type note in there, slightly off of maybe a toffee type feel. Yeah, I see caramel maltiness in your future just by looking by the color. Yeah, it's got that happening for sure. But I'm digging the aroma on it. I think it's got a pretty nice smooth taste, or smooth note, I should say. Let's check the taste now. Man, going live, and I've been like running around all day. I'm trying to get it all under control here. Maybe I need some relaxing music in the background or something. For barley wine, that goes down really easy. It's got a nice feel in the mouth, very reminiscent that I think of, and the first image that comes to mind is kind of like some of the Werther's candies. It's got a nice candy sweetness about it. You really do pick up that caramel toffee tone in the flavor. Not much scratchiness. Keep it together. I know, right? It's been a rough day, Mitch. A rough day. Although I have beer around me. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere, so um, a little bit of scratchiness in the throat, but pretty much overall, very nice smoothness to it. Texture wise, a slight syrupy type feel, but you smell some of the aroma there on the booziness, but in the taste, I'm not getting the booziness as much. But I am getting a nice feel on the tongue of that sweetness. Again, caramel, toffee. If there was an adult Werther's candy for just adults with alcohol kick, this would kind of be it right there, because that's just what comes to mind. Kind of like the butterscotch almost type feel. I'm liking this one. At 11.1, I would suggest you maybe doing a 4-pack in a night. But for barley wise, this is one of the smoother ones I've actually had as far as some of the drinkability. Very low astringency to it. A little bit of that leathery type feel in the cheek area. Good duration of the flavor. Nice one to kick back with. It's a little tasty beer. We're going to be actually hitting a cold front pretty soon, and beers like this will definitely warm you up for sure. I would definitely say if you've had this one, if you haven't had this one, I would say pick it up and give it a try for a barley wine fan. If you have had this one, let me know what you think about it. Again, the Blithering Idiot. And I was hoping Steven would jump on here since it was his suggestion to check this out, but I know he was a fan of this one. If you're not familiar with Weyerbacher, they're out of Easton, PA. I talked about them a little bit last night. They actually had to go through a little bit of a changeover because the way they had, I guess, made themselves stretched too thin. They're still doing good business, though, I guess, after they kind of tempered it down, but they avoided anything bad happening. Hey, what's happening? Whiskey Throttle in the house. There's a guy. If you want to know about whiskey, check out Whiskey Throttle's channel. He's all over it. You want to throw a party, have a good time. You got Blake TV in here as well. I actually picked this one up at, I want to say Jungle Gyms, Mitch. I think I got it at Jungle Gyms Eastgate when I got that one. Blake TV Rod, how much does the shirt cost? I need one, bro. That's a good question. I haven't looked at the stuff I put on the store in a while. Let me take a look here. I forgot what it was on it. I kind of put it up there a while ago. I know some people have gotten some before. Let me pull it up here. I need to put like the glasses and some other stuff up on there. I just ordered a new hoodie that I wanted to check out as we get into fall weather. So I'm going to put a hoodie up on the store as well here in the next week or so. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull it up here. Let me get the right screen if I can. I'll go to studio mode. Bear with me 1 second. Gotta just get the right address. Kind of getting used to this OBS somewhat. All right, let's get back out of studio mode and let's see if I can jump over to the store. And this is the store page here. If I can pull it up. Let's see. Well, it's not really doing what I wanted to do. Let me go back. And I'll just tell you here. So the t-shirt is actually on the store, and there is actually a link in the description as well. The t-shirts, I've got them. They're either 18 or 20, depending. The 20 is, I believe, the 3X size or 4X size. Anything below that is 18. And then I've got the get your beer on tea as well as the crafty tea. And again, I'm going to add some other stuff to it, but those are the two T-shirts I have out there right now. So 18 or 20. I got to make it for the big guys because I'm a big guy, so I got to have some big guy shirts out there as well. And then it's just finding the time to get some of this other stuff put together. But I do have some other ideas that I'm going to put on the shirts. Maybe some different ones with different sayings. And I was kind of thinking of taking some factual, historical type sayings and switching them up by putting beer kind of into it somehow. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, Jungle Gyms is definitely worth checking out, which I know you know. And you know what I just found out recently as I dropped my microphone? I went to the one that was in Fairfield, which is the original versus the one in Eastgate, Mitch, and the one in Eastgate is so much better. I mean, Fairfield is where it started, but it just, I don't know, it felt kind of grungy compared to the other one. So oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, we can talk about that too, like we're on Allen's show in a little bit here as well. But yeah, like I said, they're comfortable shirts. I have a couple. Actually, I got two of these, and I got one of the other ones. And then I got hats, but I haven't put the hats on there. Behind me, I have a white hat and a black hat that are up on there in my glass rack. They're more like a painter type hats. I really didn't want to put those ones up there. I'd like to maybe make some like of the trucker style hats or whatever and get some of those up. The glass, I'm just trying to get the right price point on the glassware. So I think you guys have seen the glasses I've done, but I want to try to get them a little bit more reasonable. So just things that are working, things that are popping up my head. Um, Alan says I had go grab my beer out of the fridge so it can warm a bit before the show. And if that's right, you got to do it right, brother. Got to do it right. I think on your show, Alan, I might finish out my vodka gummy worms because I got to finish those. So I might have that. And I might have some vodka like Blake. I may indulge in vodka or maybe brandy tonight because I do have a bottle of brandy I need to crack open. I'm like a kid in a candy store. They got so much. Yeah, it's like when I did the video about Jungle Gyms, people that were responding were just like they just go there and like pretty much stay. Like they would never want to leave. And as you know, Mitch, from being there, we have like so much things. Like I went last time I shot a video when I was in Eastgate. I took a break because we have taps there. So I grabbed a beer, talked about that beer for a little bit, then went back shopping again. Then you got like meal places in there. I mean, you can make a whole day out of it. It's like, I don't know, the IKEA for men, maybe. I don't know. I'm not saying to be sexual, I mean, but it's kind of like you can spend all day there, just like a lot of women can spend all day in IKEA. You can be all day there, right there in Jungle Gyms, and be happy as hell. Although there are women that hang out there too. Women like the beer now as well. So got all the alcohols, lol. Right? They got like cigar shop there, and they got a big old wine area too. Alan, you were doing a hot sauce there. I should go out there. Next time I go, I might shoot some of the hot sauce area to show you. They got a whole section that's just hot sauces from around the world. So you would like go crazy on how many hot sauces they have at this place. Just a huge international market. That one, I think Zygat has it ranked as high as one of the top 5 places to buy beer in the country. I know Rate Beer had it as top 5 one of the places to buy beer in the country as well. So you can definitely find a lot of stuff from all over. Some of the Canadian beers that I've been picking up have come there because their distribution allows them to receive those as well. So a lot of good stuff. It's definitely like a toy store. Rajay breaking into the fashion industry. Cheers, Billy. Hey, you gotta do it all, my friend. You got to do it all, right? So, yeah, it's like all I gotta do now is gotta get the watch time so I can get monetized, and then I can have the stuff just on the YouTube description as well. I love hot sauce as well, Hans. I'm big into spice. I love hot sauce on stuff. I make stuff. My wife is like, man, that smells spicy. It's like, that's right. That's right. Because she doesn't like spicy. I'm like, don't mess with this because this is spicy and it's hot. And I enjoy. I've always grown up enjoying hot, spicy type stuff. Not having to be overly hot or whatever, but I like to get the flavors out of it. Yeah, Cincy is one of the largest hot sauce shows in the world. Yeah. And we have the hot stuff. We have the hot, and then we have like one of the largest. Well, outside of Munich, we have the second largest Oktoberfest. So another good time to drink beer here as well. The beer festival that I'll be going to, it got moved to March for next year, is the Cincy Beer Fest for the wintertime, and it's at Duke Energy Center. We have over 500 beers at that beer fest. So you really have to be careful on what beers you want to try because you easily get bogged down if you're just trying to drink too much. And believe me, there are times when people are like almost help carried out of that place. So, one year we had, it was so crazy that my wife was out there waiting, and it's like I said, in the convention center, and people were like so hammered they were going up and down riding the escalators, and people were just like drunk, just laying down on the escalator as it came down. That's how hammered some people actually got. So yeah, he said right. Lots of LOL. 4,000 hours in a year of watch time. 1,000 subs. Right. Yeah. So the subs, I'm fortunate. Everybody that's subscribed to the channel, them subs, I'm there. It's just getting hours now. So, but yeah, but I'll shoot some video when I'm there for that one as well. Well, for as long as I can shoot video, and then I'll probably volunteer for that one. If not, I'll just go to it. But we got some other festivals that are upcoming as well. Some smaller type festivals. We got some new breweries that just opened. We got some anniversary parties coming up at some of the breweries around here. So beer is just everywhere. Green chili is nice. My favorite. Old El Paso small pack cans. Yeah, I've used the diced green chilies before. One of the things I had a few weeks ago, which I never had before, we actually have hatch chili peanuts here now. So the peanuts are seasoned with hatch chilies, and that was actually really good. I actually bought another pack of peanuts that I haven't opened yet, and these ones are dill pickle peanuts. It was just interesting enough that I said, you know what, I'm gonna give those a try and see how they actually taste. So the dill pickle peanuts. We have a gas station here that does boiled peanuts, which I never knew about, but apparently in the South that's a big thing, having boiled peanuts. And I still haven't tried them yet. I need to try them, see what they taste like. Um, I'm sorry. Alan says wife wants to take the kids to the fair this weekend, and the only reason I want to go is they have to have a beer garden. They're going to have a beer garden. Beer gardens make a difference, you know. So that'll be a fun time then. Get out there. Hopefully you guys got some great weather. I know that we got this cold snap that's coming through and on the way. They're expecting us to get down, not even clear, maybe the 40s next week. This week we're actually in the 50s and supposed to have nice through the weekend. But depending where you're at, you're going to actually see some cold weather changing. I might have to be really drunk to eat dill pickle peanuts. You know, it was like $2.99 a bag, and it's like, why not check it out and experiment? I've had pickle beer, which can go either way depending on who the pickle beer maker is. But I do like pickles, so I figured why not give it a shot there. Says, I might have to be really. Now it says, personally like doing interviews with local brewery owners and head brewers, beer festivals, wine, veteran interviews, etc. Yeah, those are always fun too. Just being able to do an interview like that, pick their brain a little bit, have a good time, and make some good connections there as well. And yeah, those are always nice to actually do and have from time to time. And you do it says, looks like I'm on the right channel for that, though. Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are. And it's been on and off here, freezing one day, 80 the next. Yeah, Billy. So you guys are supposed to, depending on the forecast, supposed to get, I guess, part of the storm, I guess, coming in this weekend, possibly. Although it might just stay north of you because it might hit more PA and then part of Jersey and then New York in the inner New England area, but you might just be just south of that one. But I think the next week coming in, they were saying it might get a little bit closer there. But it's like, well, it is November, so it's kind of that time that change. We're going to go right from pretty much a warm summer, skip fall, probably into the winter. The way we're getting these climate swings nowadays, and it is what it is. Kind of sucks. I do like fall and I like spring because it's not too hot, not too cold, but we may not have too much of a fall because they're talking about snow possibly next week. So that's another thing. Not ready for that yet. But c'est la vie. I mean, not everybody can live in Florida or Hawaii. You know what I mean? Crap, I'm supposed to be working on cleaning up my YouTube workshop this weekend. Well, yeah, you might just bundle up a little bit. Cheers, Michael. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And November for us is 50 to 70s. Peter D, what up, buddy? Hate the winter as well. Yeah, there's just not much you can do in the winter. I mean, I don't know. It's just cold. And when it snows, The snow doesn't really bother me as much as just like how people can't drive when it snows now more anymore. It seems it's like it's always terrible whenever I have to go out somewhere. So I used to have a buddy from Colorado in college, and we did catering, and he was just right up the road in the snow, and he knew how to handle the snow. But some of the people that don't, I mean, it becomes a mess. And then yeah, hopefully you guys are checking out everybody else's channel. Check out Peter D. Again, I mentioned Eclectic Beer, which I'll be over there in 17 minutes or so. And make sure you check out Billy. Billy does beer, wine, different reviews, different interviews, all that kind of stuff too. Spirits as well. You Do It. Check out You Do It as well, his channel. So I'm trying to get caught up on everybody too. So a lot of great people here watching, talking, chatting. So get to know each other there. I'm kind of psyched to talk about this little college football. I was upset. I was off a week because I thought LSU and Alabama was this past weekend. I was looking forward to it, but no, it's next weekend. And I got to help a buddy move. So I got to find out what time he's moving because I want to make sure I catch that game. No bugs at least. Getting all dressed up with boots and stuff. Yeah, yeah. You don't have the bugs and everything now. Where I'm at here in Northern Kentucky, I was trying to think when it's wintertime, we don't get really too much of anything really happening. Now we'll get sometimes the deer in the backyard. Um, we have like one of the few wooded areas behind my house. So if you ever seen the outside videos out back, you'll see the trees, and you'll see like deer come up because they'll be nestled in the trees, stuff there. Um, but nothing too crazy in the winter that we get from any type of life. Now in the summertime and the springtime, I can see turtles at a point. I can see snakes at a point. I can see. Um, Rabbits, all kinds of stuff happening. But yeah, but in the winter that dies down as well. Oh, you're welcome. You do it. Keep doing what you're doing. You do it, my friend. You do it. and, then Blake says, "Cheers to backwoods," and feeling pretty good. It's only Tuesday. We got 3 more days to get back to the weekend. So, an interesting report tonight that I would love more companies to do. They said 17% of companies are now doing it. They're actually starting to offer the 4-day work week. So people are working basically just the 4 days, and then you're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously, you're working 10-hour days Monday through Thursday, but I don't think that would be that bad. When you think about work, if you think about work and you think about maybe how you're commuting and your commute time, you might be tied up that long anyway. So, and actually, by the time you got off, if you're doing a 10-hour day, most people might be back home. So, it could be not a bad thing. I would definitely look at it maybe a 4-hour day like that as well, and then have off 3 days on the weekend. I'm just saying, I think it could work. Billy says property is littered with deer. Yeah, so you get a lot of deer coming through there, um, which I actually have seen a deer probably the least here. Like my wife has seen a lot more of the deer when they come through. My family when they visit her mother, my mother, everybody else that comes in, it's kind of like they see deer more than I do most of the time. But they get up a lot earlier than I do, so I'm not getting up early just to see deer. I like my sleep. Uh, I don't do it. You do it. It's all right. All right, you do it. Yeah, the Microsoft experiment improved their performance 40. Yeah, so you probably saw this broadcast I saw too. Then, yeah, so they went up 40%. And in my job where I'm at, we used to have a couple people that did a shift like that, and they loved it. Um, and you actually, they found out people were more uplifted, they were more rested when they came back in. Because really, you're only giving in a couple more hours anyway to be able to do it that way. For us now, we actually do Monday through Thursday, like you have your regular shift, like 8 to 5, but then you'd like 8 to 4, like on a Friday or whatever. Um, but if you could do this like the 4 10-hour days, I think that would be awesome. Michael, any good Kentucky beer recommendations? Yeah, I mean, depending on what part of Kentucky you're pulling stuff from, Braxton is always good, which is Northern Kentucky here. They're one of my top breweries here in Cincinnati area. You also have West Six out of Lexington does a really good job. You have Against the Grain out of Louisville. They do a really good job on their beers. Some of the smaller local spots don't have the distribution, so you'd have to kind of get to them. But like Darkness does a good job. Over in Bellevue, you also have Burkus that does some neat stuff as well. Um, and then I'm trying to think of who else we may have up around here. Down in Louisville, I mean, you have Alltech, but they're hit and miss for a lot of people. They do a lot of those beers that you'll see, like the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel and stuff like that. There's a few. There's definitely a few around. I need to get down more around the Louisville and the Lexington area so I can check out more. I really need to go over to Indiana and just take a 2 hour ride and go to 450 North because I have not been there yet. And they're about 2 hours from here. And if you ever have 450 North beers, or you have a chance to get 450 North, get them. They make some delicious beers. Yeah, Alltech Brewing Company, Billy, and I mean, like I said, they have some that are hit or miss. I think that for me and for other people that have had them as well. Um, Vanessa Kitty, hello, um, but they don't really stand out as much. I think on some of their stuff. So it's kind of weird too because they make beer. They also make dog food, which is kind of interesting. That's one of their subsidiaries. So people do what they got to do. It's the rail season. Be careful, deer are horny and run out on track. Yeah, well, yeah. When it's that season, they do run out there for sure. Yeah, your Patriot. I mean, your Ravens did destroy the Patriots Sunday night, from everything I heard there too. So, which is a big one for them, and they got like Cincinnati this weekend, I believe, and Cincinnati's going to start one of the other quarterbacks, which basically the Ravens will win that game rather easily. But they say Lamar Jackson's putting up some good numbers, looking really good. So. Looks like your boys will be tough there running the AFC North this year. Or is it AFC North? Yeah, AFC North. Oh, whiskey as well. So yeah. Yeah, you do a lot of this stuff on there, Billy, so maybe I have some whiskey tonight. Uh I still got some of my Japanese whiskey over there, so I might have a little bit of that tonight on the Eclectic Beard Show. The Eclectic Beard. We gotta get Alan a theme song for his channel. The Eclectic Beard. Gotta set that to some rhythm or whatever. It sounds like something you could definitely make a song about, like a Saturday Night Live parody or something. Yeah, let's see. But I would definitely say if you get a chance to check out the Blithering Idiot, check it out. Hey, PA Brew News, what's up, brother? So, yeah, check out Paul too. Paul does great stuff on beer. Also, Paul does painting like no one can even imagine. He's like the beer drinking Bob Ross. I mean, he just lays out some good stuff on the canvas and really talented. So definitely, if you like painting, check him out and check out some of his ones when he goes live and does the painting, because what he puts together in that little time frame is just awesome. So yeah, definitely check him out. Um, First quarterback that can run and throw and block and no all tech distillery whiskey. And PA Brew News. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed this one. The Blasphemy Barrel Aged Quad is delicious. Yeah, I like Weyerbacher stuff. So one place I get them through is mainly Jungle Gym. So I just need to get more of their stuff to check out at time as I can. I try to work in all the different ones that I can work in, but we're approaching. I don't even know where the number's at now. I heard we were approaching 8,000 breweries. So it's just tough. There's so many different ones out there. Parodies are awesome, right? Yeah, I mean, we need to make up something for your channel there, Alan, so you can make like a little theme song for the Eclectic Beard. If there's a channel that sounds like it should have a song, that's the name of one right there. That's my opinion. So, anybody else drinking anything tonight? Anybody else got their taste buds working? As far as my personal pleasure with this one, though, I really enjoyed this one. That again, I've drinking a lot of barley wines. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5 when I put it on Untapped. It's pretty solid if you like a smoothed out barley wine. Again, that's just on a personal palate. If I was going to rate it for the style of barley wine, I think it's right in there as well. I'd probably give it like a 4.25 out of 5 if I did it that way. But I kind of like to just go by my own personal pleasure because I'm looking at Untapped for myself anyway, really. Oh, I've got one, Alice. So you're gonna wait till your show to break it out. And let me see here. The old Heathen Imperial Stout is what got me into American craft beer, Paul said. Oh, nice. The first one that got me, the one that got me going into more than the craft beer was the old Ithaca Flower Power. That's the one that kind of got me rolling with craft beer. Um, And then you do was asking where Paul is. He's in South Jersey, right off Philly, exit to New Jersey Turnpike. Yeah, so you do it. Grew up not too. It's not. He's at where it didn't grow up too well. I don't know if you grew up in New Jersey, but I'm assuming you may have, but you may not have. Like me, I didn't grow up here. I grew up in New Jersey. But where you're at now, you're only like a few exits up for me because I think the exit we had off the turnpike was the Mount Holly exit, which I think is exit 5. So just down the road from where you're at there. 295. We used to roll up and down 295 as well. Eggnog. Vanessa's drinking eggnog with the spirits in the eggnog or just straight eggnog? That's the one you made out of the eggs, I believe. Um, I'm trying to think, were they duck eggs? I'm trying to remember offhand because you told us how you made them a couple weeks ago, or maybe last Thursday even. Paul's at work sadly, but he'll be off Thursday and Friday. That'll be a nice long weekend. Well, I don't have a theme song, but I love my new intro. All right, so new intro for Electric Beer, so that should be interesting. Another reason you guys want to check him out when we go live there at 9 o'clock. Bloomsburg area. And you do it says about to make a margarita because I ain't got no beer at the moment. How you gonna have no beer? You do it. How's that even happen? I mean, weren't you a Boy Scout? Always be prepared. You always gotta have some backup around. Michael is drinking a Schwarzbier. Nice. I do like a good Schwarzbier. And he told Paul, "Oh, cool. I drove there a few times on my way to Indiana." Nice. Billy said not drinking it, but picked up a 4-pack of Bud, Jim Beam Black Collaboration, Barrel Aged Black Lager. Yeah, I was thinking about picking up something like that to do a review on. I did the one they had before with Jim Beam, but what I'm going to probably do is maybe swing by like the party source or something to get like a crowler instead of a 6-pack, so I can just do a review on that. But yeah, I'm going to check that one out at some point here. And you do it so you grew up in Paulsboro, exit 1895. So, okay, so you grew up right there in New Jersey. All right. Paul likes the Schwarzbier. And yes, love duck eggs is what Paul said. Yeah, Vanessa confirmed. Yeah, it was a duck eggnog. Yeah, all right. I thought it was ducks. I just want to make sure. You must visit the llama farm for more duck eggs. Why is the duck eggs at the llama farm? Because you would think it would be the llamas, but they got the ducks there with the llamas? Cheers, Chris. Off the 10th. Look at that. Another great channel to check out. Off the 10th. I said it last night. The man does great camera work, great video work. I watch his videos and it's kind of like he's got an eye for the talent for sure. And he does the photography stuff on the side anyway, but he really puts some good stuff together. So check out his channel as well. And I need to get caught up on his videos. I need to get me a few Moo Quickies. You know what I mean? I need a few Moo Quickies. And Rajay said, you do it. I ain't got no beer because of poor planning. I take full responsibility for this oversight. Well, it takes a good man to own up to when they messed up. So cheers to that. And nothing wrong with margaritas either. It is the most popular drink in America. So nothing wrong with that at all. Well, right now it is 8:56. I'm going to go ahead and jump off to get ready for the Eclectic Beard Show at 9. Again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit those dots next to his name here because we're going to go over there and talk college football. If you're a college football fan, we start out with college football really, but it can go anywhere from that point. So the show gets rolling and the jokes start flying. And if you want to be entertained some more, I definitely say check out that channel. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. And I'll catch up with you because I got to, Chris, Paul, some of you other guys on here too. I got to reach out to you guys because I want to get you guys on the spotlight. I had a great time with Dean, doing Dean's on last Saturday. So get some time together so we can do some of the spotlight videos. Lots more ducks at llama farm. So many more eggs produced. The ducks sleep on top of the llamas in winter. Huh, okay. Little cohabitation taking place. It's Old Forge Brewing, still canning out of Danville, PA. Paul might know that one. I'm not familiar with the Old Forge Brewing, but Paul's over there in Pennsylvania. And you do it as you can see the color grading and also tense thumbnail. Definitely spot the photography and videography. Yeah, he's got it down. Like I said, you will be entertained. He does the Moo Quickies, which are little quick videos he does. He has the other reviews. and he has a lot of good stuff. So I definitely say make sure you check him out as well. But let me go ahead and get this wrapped up. We're 2 minutes till kicking off over there. Thanks for everybody that jumped in. Always appreciate you. Look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers, and remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, you didn't know?